today's challenge is this. We're upgrading my RTX 260 Super video card with this RTX 4060 Ti, improve my DaVinci Resolve workflow. The whole idea behind this winter project is to see if I can get the maximum performance for my video editing without spending silly money. So I've been researching different options really that are available to me, bouncing ideas and concepts with ChatGPT, I can never say that right, trying to understand where the real bottlenecks are in my PC. But as you can see, my PC is buried under my desk and there just isn't room at the moment because it's Christmas, or nearly Christmas, so the tree and the presents and everything else. So there's no real room in my front room, so we're in the shed. And since I've started cleaning it, I haven't got very far because behind me it's still messy, but that's in the other videos about the shed cleaning up and what I'm doing with it. And now I have space to work with. We're going to go and get the PC, bring it back and work on it. I'm going to do a little unboxing here. Lots of foam and stuff. Comes in a bag. It's got various paperwork which in here. Now I've had a look at this already just to make sure it was new, and it is. So the protective wrapper that comes on this is not on here or on the top, but that's it. Requires 8 pins of power, same as the 260, and that's it really. So what I'm going to be doing, taking the 260 out, putting the 460 in, give it a clean because it needs it. Been stuck under the table there for some time. So what I've done before we get onto the card, replacing the card, is I've done some benchmark tests. So I've done a, I can't remember what the name is, but I'll show you here somewhere, test to benchmark the actual card. Came out 618 something or other, and I've done an export of the painting the scratches video that I hope you've seen already, to see how long that took to export from the 260 Super. And then we'll do the same benchmark and the same export on the 460 Ti to see what benefits we've got. So let's crack on with this. So this is 8 pin, 6 and 2 joined, which is exactly what I need for that. Good, isn't it? Do check that though when you're upgrading your video card, that the power that you've got available fits for the card you're buying. And we need a little clip in the way there, right at the end of the bay, the socket. There's a clip at the end. You need to be careful to unclip it like that. And if you heard that, then hopefully, just thought I'd give you a little close up. So that's the clips. If you can see those, we'll get around it. There we go. The clips there. Okay. So if they're up like that, that clips into a part on the card which I'll show you, so you have to make sure they're down. And what was just happening is that it clips up a little bit as I pulled it to the front. So that card's out safely. There's my M.2 card there for the operating system, my bank of RAM, and all other bits and pieces. Anyway, let's get back to it. God, it's still dusty from blowing it out. Yeah, so what I just alluded to was on video cards, I've got this little clip here, and if you just try and yank it out of the machine, you'll break that. Could break the actual connections as well, so be mindful. I'll give that a clean later, save more dust in the shed. So now we have the canoe Sexy. Take that. Good one. I'll put that on that one. And now into the machine, like so. So the clips are up. There you go. Yeah, that nice. And the clips are up. Yep. So that's locked in there now. Okay. We get our screws. Put the screws back in. Tight, but not excessively tight. Just enough. And prior to this, I didn't uninstall the current NVIDIA driver, so it's going to boot up with the one that was in it beforehand. But there is an update, one of these minor updates I do every now and again, so I thought I'd do that after I've loaded this, because then it will detect potentially the 460 over the 260, hopefully. Cool. So that's all in there. Nice and steady. So power. So again, the same place we had before. Basically the same place. Yeah, nice and clipped in. There's that. Cool. We did get messy with that loading thingy. So maybe this bag will fit. Let's put that. Run that back on there. I'll go on eBay. Someone lucky will win that. Now, what I want to do is I just want to clean the inside of here. I've got somehow I've got a bit of cack. So I'll put this back together and take it back in the house, because I was just too lazy to do it in the house. It's too small and cramped and stuff. Power up. Probably off screen, because I don't know how to do the capture thing while I'm working on it. Is I'll update the drivers, and then I'll run the 2 benchmark tests. I'll have a little chat about this and then what I'm going to do next. So as you can see, the 4060 Ti helped with playback and benchmarks, and in my usage since then, it's been really good along the timeline. You know, whizzing around, which the 2060 was a bit stuttery, not too bad, but it was noticeable. But the export times were not bettered, for want of a better word, and it wasn't the GPU's fault. The trouble was that my the SSDs that I've got on the machine were in many ways incorrectly balanced and set up incorrectly inside DaVinci for the use that I wanted. There was a lot of conflicting read-write in and outs from different drives and stuff. And so, with a bit of planning and a bit of reading and a bit of research, and again, a bit of help with ChatGPT, I took the best two drives that I've got, which is an Evo 850 and Evo 870. I made the 850 my media drive, which is where I copy this video onto, and all the music and bits and pieces, the files that are going to make the video, like this one. And the 870, being the better drive slightly, now holds the DaVinci database, the cache, the gallery, and for now it's going to be having the exports on it, but they're going to be moved to the RAID, which is the next video later, which I'll come on to. So in testing, basically with that setup, so with the 460, so the 4060 now, let's roll that back a bit. So with the 2060, I did a test as well and checked the task manager in Windows to see what was being used, the hard drives, the CPU, and the card, the GPU. And it's quite shocking, really, for me, for what I want to do, is that the CPU was being hammered. The GPU was asleep, and the hard drives, one of them was getting hit hard. So, all wrong. So with the new way round, it's actually behaving properly now. So the CPU is 20% on export. The SSD that I'm using, the 870 for the exports at the moment, was at 20%. And the GPU was hammered, which is correct because it should be taking all the workload, it's being pumped with all the information it needs. And it took the export times down to by 40%, which was a win. So the moral really is, if you're upgrading your system or think that it's just the graphic card, have a look at the whole PC. You don't have to spend any money. I didn't, and no extra money. I'm not wanting more drives. I had those drives. I spent the money on the card, yes, and I'll sell my other ones, the two that I've got, which will get a bit of money back. But just rearranging the thing and making it more centered, more set up for what you're going to do makes a lot of sense. So in the next video, which will be sort of finishing off the upgrade, as it were, I'm going to be tackling the RAID. Now I've got two options here. I didn't know or forgot that I've got actually a onboard RAID. So I've got 6 SATA ports and a easy RAID built into the system. Never used it before. Don't know whether it's the right option or not. Or I can use the Windows 11 or the Windows 11, yeah. What are they called? Spaces. Yeah, storage spaces, which is a software version basically. So I'm going to be looking at either of those. So if you're interested in that, and I'm also going to share with you the drive structure that I now have, the new drive structure once the RAIDs are in, and the settings in DaVinci Resolve, which have helped me get a better export workflow from DaVinci Resolve. So, bit of a different video from riding the scooter or the trains out. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's been helpful. I hope the next one will be helpful as well. And please, if you could do the subscribe, thumbs up, that'd be really, really good. I wish you well. Safe journeys on your bike, safe journeys on your PC, and see you again very, very soon.